I know you're a Harvard man and you're all about education, but what do you think the value of a college degree will be in the near future?
For me, when I think about my time at Harvard, man, some of the buddies that I have there, my buddy Taj Clayton, my boy Mark Price, my brothers Diallo and Bashir, folks that I met during Harvard, my other buddy Lex, these are all folks or people that I met through colleagues at Harvard. One of my longtime partners, Rashid Richmond, his sister was at school with me, his sister Afra. I believe that being in that ecosystem with high performance critical thinkers is the true value of that college experience. So anyone that you ask, whether they've gone to Cornell or whether they've gone to USC, whether they've gone like my sister to Cal Berkeley, there are relationships that are built there in the formative years of our lives where you find potential business partners, potential collaborators, lifetime and lifelong friends. And I believe that that's really sort of a priceless exchange for the tuition that we pay. Now, the other reason why I'm never really worried about tuition is because when you can master what we were talking about at the beginning of this conversation, you can take a very small amount of capital and over time compound that capital to cover whatever expenses you may have accrued in student loan debt, et cetera. And I think a lot of what I've found is people necessarily either A, just don't want to learn it, B, they have maybe somebody in their family lost some money in the stock market, says, I don't want to touch that at all. But what we find is that being uninvested is actually losing you money, right? Because all of the headlines, at least the current headlines, are very, very focused around inflation. The cost of goods and services are going higher. So that means that a dollar today is actually really retains less purchasing power. So you've got to find some way to crack the whip on that money and make it do some somersaults and make it work for you. Otherwise, what you'll find is the same $10 that you wanted to spend on a quick run to one of the bodegas uptown, that $10 is buying you less and less and less. So that means that you need to make sure that whether it's with our Wealth Plan Club or just on your own or with someone that you trust, you have to figure out how to actually make the money that you earn and work so hard for. You have to figure out a way to actually make that money work for you. And that's what we do at Wealth.